reason at the screen. Like, he... Absolutely, this might just be for Ice Knight's benefit. They might have discussed it. I would not be surprised.
All right, well, let's find out. As far as I know, like, this is a pretty one-sided matchup between these two. I feel like AK has won most of his versus Ned sets, right? Like when AK would come out to like an Ignite, like the big Ignites.
I don't remember their history, but that sounds accurate. ApolloKage started his run, his ascent to like one of the top players in the United States by defeating Chicago a couple of times. So that sounds accurate.
If you're in the chat, you are able to look up the Smash results. Let me know the head-to-head between these two. But here we go on Battlefield. And, oh, so far the Arsenless Joker playing really well, 0 to 100. Getting a couple of quick carry combos on Battlefield.
See, Ned is doing what Ice Knight was. He was hanging back. He was throwing
then he
out
died.
side Bs. Now, he died at basically 60 to grenade up air. Sometimes that just happens. But at the beginning of that stock, he was hanging back with Aha a ton. And like when Aha would connect, he'd be like, all right, I'm going to try to make more out of this. Because you're taking damage from Aha right now anyway.
You got the gun in there a little bit, but yeah, see, look, the grenade's set up there specifically to cover forward smash. It looks so juicy to go for a whiff punish on that, but instead, like that's exactly what AK wants.
I like the concept of Joker against Steve if you're trying to defeat,
Snake.
not Steve, Snake. If you're trying to defeat Snake. I'm just used to having a Joker versus Steve arguments of who's number one in the game. Joker Snake is an interesting one because a grenade can almost instantly charge our 7 meter the other direction. You know, we talked about how a grenade will take away a third of it.
But man, here's the problem with Joker is when this Arsene shows up and you're just like in the corner and off the stage, you just die to good players. Good players know how to punish this Arsene recovery. It's such a weakness for what should be a strength of the character that it's tough. But okay, an Arsene back air. You're on the board here, Ned. Wait it out.
Yep, no reason to go down there. The beater's almost empty. But like, if grenades get errantly thrown on the stage, it might be worth it to just down B and absorb the meter on like a grenade. Just say, all right, I've got Arsene again. I've got Arsene again.
That's when Ned did that on the Cypher on the low recovery of AK. He was able to just get a quick counter in. And that was like half an Arsene meter because that counter charge is super fast.
That's how I personally am viewing how I expect the matchup to go.
And now this Arsene is working real good at the moment until AK was just able to land on terra firma one time and then turn around to back air to get the KO.
That Snake back air lingers for like 30 frames, and that killed cleanly from the middle of Battlefield.
There isn't really like a soft hit of it. It's just like all sweet spots.
Yeah, it's just floating death. He just has that.
Yeah, he really does. But, you know, Ned's a set player. I think he sticks with the Joker, and I think he thinks really long and hard about how that game went and how he wants to attack it the next time. Both these players really thrive on the best of 5 set play, so that's why I'm really excited to see. Even though that first game looked kind of a stomp, I think Ned's learning as we go.
Well, also remember, Ned sat for a bit while AK played multiple sets. So that's the thing, too. Sometimes you need like a warm-up game.
Yeah, Ned was sitting in the front row. He was watching all those matches.
See, like, he went and grabbed grenade. Don't you just jump away and counter? Just say, I have Arsene now?
I believe AK can just be ready to punish on that. Like that counter has some end lag.
So, right, so he grabbed grenade, and AK evaded grenade, so just jump away. So, as opposed to, like, being in range of getting punished, you just do. Well, AK immediately just getting the up tilt there.
There he was going for a counter on the close grenade.
And that eating a lot of damage with this Joker very quickly.
Okay, but knock him away, and now you have a forced low recovery, and this should be dead. Although you get the Cypher.
Yeah, good C4 to get back. Nicely done from ApolloKage. Not throwing away this first stock quite yet.
Is Ned? No, Ned's not stuck. It's on the ground to the left. It looked like it was going to like land right on Ned's face. Maybe it's just because Arsene's so big. Yeah, Ned jumping over that C4. He knew the whole way.
I mean, knowing is good, but like, all right, there we go. See, he
You
got
take
half
like 4%.
and get half a meter. Oh, Snake just, he coming down from Cypher just missed the ledge. I guess he was holding it down. Unfortunate there for
that
AK.
looked goofy. But that could be a window for Ned to come back into this game. Yeah, look at this. He's got the quick combos. Was that up B intended?
Maybe he was expecting like a jump off ledge. I'm not really sure.
I thought it was like long before AK went to the ledge, or maybe he was even on the platform. Okay, that's what you need. Read those up tilts.
All right, so now Ned's got himself in a really good position where, you know, he could, you know, side B here. You know that C4 is on the middle platform, so it's not near you necessarily, but gets up tilted, loses the interaction, just dies at ledge.
Yeah, forward tilt there doing a ton of work, and now AK can reset up his traps on final destination portion of town.
Yeah, this is where town becomes complicated, to say the least, for Joker in a matchup like this.
Oh, good parry. Wait out that grenade, not at all interested in the shenanigans. Oh, okay. Ping pong combo. Ned does find this back air that gets him in a great position because, yeah, you try to American air dodge to the ledge, our send back air will destroy you.
American air dodge.
You never heard that?
Never in my life.
No, that's what the Japanese players call it when you air dodge to the ledge.
Is that like a riff on American Airlines?
No, yeah, a little bit, and also a lot of American players do that.
Huh.
It's
Does that just not happen in Japan?
well, they recover differently, I suppose,
Interesting.
or they just like to make fun of us.
That's completely reasonable, but I don't want to hear that if they currently think Yoshi's #2 in the game. So they've got their own issues down there.
I mean, this is a dead Arsene. Yep.
Yeah, they're nowhere to go.
Untaggable. Now, Arsene showed up just to be like, hey, I'm just going to make sure you are for sure dead because there's no way around it now.
No, you're
You
absolutely
maybe could have
done.
tethered around it.
All right, so we are going to go to game 3 here. ApolloKage with a 2-0 lead, looking very, very strong. Is Ned going to stick with Joker? Yes. You might just let Joker ride for the first set. Maybe he has a different plan for set 2.
I think his plan is maybe even throw away this first set, but stick with Joker for the second set. Like, maybe this first set is just entirely information.
Nothing wrong with
He
that.
changed his costume.
That's,
So got that going for him.
that's information for AK.
Can't believe that backer just like stuffed out. That was, I think that was Nair from Ned. It just lost to Snake backer.
Yeah, a little bit. So we're back on Town and City here for this game 3. It really, honestly, I don't know. It feels like it's a very Snake favorite stage. It's FD half the time. And the middle platform being the only one low to the ground, being able to be covered with C4 just seems extraordinarily strong in terms of like positioning and control.
I feel like the FD side is good for Ned. Like, you want to take away the platforms from Snake. Snake is so good with platforms.
It's just the way that AK's been setting up. Like, he's been utilizing the FD section so well.
High Nikita missile to cover the landing. That was really slick.
In a vacuum, I agree with you. I'm mostly going off the way AK's playing today specifically.
Okay. Falling Gun's trying to take away a little bit of those aggressive options that AK might be going for.
AK looking to steal one with an up tilt here. Got that max rage. If you can get the catch, you get the catch.
And Ned trying to use all this space to his advantage to stay alive. That C4 is pretty scary, but forward tilt will take away that rage, and I think that's going to keep Ned alive for quite a bit longer, potentially.
Potentially.
Joker's still on the lighter side, but I think you'd rather Snake just not have rage if you could. So.
Oh, absolutely true. It's just there's a percentage where, you know, a good back air or Nikita or up tilt's just going to kill anyway. So, and there it goes. ApolloKage evening out this game 3. Looking to make it, if he can, a quick 3-0 on a reset. And then trying to get on the scoreboard here still with this Joker.
Okay, wait out that aerial as much as you can. Know it's going to auto-cancel, and just keep poking and prodding at this ledge. Do not let Snake on the stage.
Okay, AK just boosted up a little bit over the ledge by using a forward air. Does he get a little bit of a boost when he hovers with a fair?
I don't know. Snake does not make physical sense. He's a metaphysical being. Okay, that's a KO.
Yeah, that's an instant kill. Arsene coming to the rescue there for Ned in this particular situation.
Still planning on waiting it out. That makes sense here for AK. Even when down. Oh, 0 to 50 in an instant. You don't even mind trading there for Ned.
I love the flutter kick drop down there from AK. That was so smart. Ned gets the tech and evades the next flutter kick.
And Arsene disappeared right on time to make the tether recovery so easy.
But that fourth hit of Nair coming through, killing Ned, who is now on potentially his last stock of set 1. Let's see if he can make something of it or not.
Now, let's see if he can finish this game. Oh! But
33
Ned
damage off.
DI'd out of the last hit.
He did. It was very, very good DI. He did still eat 33 damage.
He still has a good % lead. Hello?
AK saying, hey, maybe I could just end this set right now. You never know.
I think Ned wanted not fair there. I think he wanted like a drag down into something. Or maybe like just the one hit of fair for the dragon.
Arsene is live. Gets the drag down. Doesn't get the up air. I shouldn't say drag down. Gets the down air off ground spike. That's what I'm looking for. I knew there was a term for it. It was up here somewhere.
We do know words.
Sometimes.
No, but okay, Arsene's not going to last too much longer. I think this patient gameplay from Ned makes sense because he doesn't want to like lose the stage and then die to being off stage with Arsene for free versus the Nikita missile. But I feel like there was an opportunity there to get a big killing blow in and just not going to quite land.
Yeah, that back air. Wow, still won't do it. Snake is a heavy boy.
There's a C4 on the right side of the screen. Gonna fall away lazily. Ned now gonna just try to cover.
Yeah, that C4
careful
gets
that.
detonated. Now there's a new C4 on the screen. Up tilt will take the game, though, with maximum rage. We got some Scoober Doober chants in crowd. Not surprising, as AK gets the 3-0 reset, preventing a potential game 10 grands. As we go to...
We can go to game 8. Game 8's possible.
Game 8 still possible as we go to second set of grand finals now. ApolloKage still has only dropped the one game to Death Spade in this long losers run.
Ned's adapting, though. That last game was super close.
Yeah, Ned's figuring it out and sticking with the Joker. I really wasn't sure what we were going to see.
And we're going to FD. I like this for Ned, but okay. Dash attack. Go get him.
Yeah, you did bring up, you thought FD was good for Joker, for Ned. In a vacuum, I agree, as I said before, but I think the way that AK has been playing has been very well suited to actually platformless gameplay. He's been putting grenades down low a lot of the time. Now, that takes away platforms, sure, but what does it do when there is no platform? It takes away ground, and the opponent has nowhere to land them.
Okay, yeah, run away from that up tilt and then be able to get the whiff punish here with the dash attack makes sense when you have Arsene in the field.
Up tilt.
Take away the jump with an up tilt right back.
It just lingers there. That up tilt just lingered there forever. You fell on top of the foot and then exploded. Snake just has explosives in his shoes.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Yeah, it makes sense. Think about it.
Rocket boots.
That would also explain why he can hover. I think we figured it out, chat. Snake has rocket shoes.
He's a spaceman.
Nice parry there on the first hit of F-tilt from ApolloKage, and he's going to get the down tilt before the F-tilt able to punish him further. Again, looking really good this game one, but great drop down there from Ned to just make absolutely sure Snake has no way to come back.
And I love how he rides with like the angle of Final Destination because that's the way players want to go right on their recoveries. Well, getting a quick little 45% Arsene combo before he dips for the foreseeable future. And Ned looking a little healthy until that dash attack landed.
Now follows him with the Nikita. Not thinking that he would just drop it, but AK had other plans. Nice little no mix-up there.
Okay, you know what I would change about Nikita? It is exactly that situation. It should blow up on Snake. Like every other projectile blows up on Snake. How come Nikita can go through him? And what did you just lock him in the air with? That was like a grenade in the air blew up into up tilt.
Rocket shoes.
Rocket shoes? That's the only explanation. Snake is wild. Ah! I got hit by that. Let's be real.
I think a lot of people did. All right, ApolloKage starting to run away with this first game a little bit here. He's got full control of the stage. He just hit Ned for 10 with Arsene. Ned narrowly avoiding the C4, and that lingering back air just doing everything. ApolloKage grabs him out of the air, gets the first hit of flutter kick. Arsene is 2/3 gone now.
Yeah, that's like one more aerial.
And the other thing about Snake is he floats up in the sky for so long that you lose about 1/5 of the meter just waiting for him to land as the grenade into up air conversion connecting. ApolloKage two-stocking that game 1 on FD, which, you know, we discussed why that might be good, but AK just on another level right now. Takes a 1-0 lead.
Shout out to Atata, who is just zonked out in that yellow hoodie.
Just done.
Dude is not here for it.
He's just sitting here like, man, I could have absorbed those grenades.
He's like, if I see grenade to up air one more time, I'm going home and I'm taking my ball with me.
And there's the Seph for game 2. Ned gonna give it a try. Joker just was
I thought
not
Trainer
working
might
out.
have been a lean-to over Seph, but all right, let's see Seph. I want to see it. All right, now Ned's turn to start a game with a dash attack that lands. AK can dash attack too, it appears.
AK can back air in place 3 times. It's very good in that situation. His feet are also a Sephiroth sword, apparently, based on range. That was kind of nuts. He was able to just zone out anywhere Sephiroth could go there for a good long while.
Good timing on the gut up and just being patient at the ledge is Ned. Smashville, this is a stage I don't know if I would take Snake here, but Ned, I guess, just does not want to have too much ground to have to give up, right?
Yeah, this has got to be a plan just specifically for Sephiroth, where you don't really have projectiles to go get Snake, so if he gets to set up a wall far away, you really can't even get through with the sword. So he just said, let's keep it as small as possible, give it a shot.
You know, in theory, the Sephiroth pick makes sense just because, you know, Arsene was a dual-edged sword there. Or, like, sometimes it would be a big deal to have Arsene on the KO, but sometimes just the fact that it ruins your recovery makes it rough. Now, when you have the big sword all the time, you don't even have to worry about charging a meter.
Yeah, Ned got up there and caught AK. You know, no attempt. I mean, might have attempted an air dodge, but a little bit late on it. Can't tell for sure. That's showing no fear with the edge guard attempt.
AK just takes the Shadow Flare and kind of runs away. Like, as long as I explode in an area where, like, I'm not taking damage. And again, that time he gets the ledge.
He does the wise thing. Sometimes he shields. He does whatever he can to make sure that any damage he will take is minimized in terms of giving your opponent anything. I think that Snake players have to do that inherently. They're okay with that because they're taking grenade damage so frequently. They're okay with taking damage, get your rage, whatever, as long as the opponent suffers for it in some way.
Okay, yeah, a lot of respect shown to where that C4 might be. 2 back airs on the shield, and AK is so low. Oh, Ned, suddenly, oh, he had the wing and he was ready to snipe the Cypher, but it just ended at the last second. Good air dodge from AK.
Ooh, the down
hello.
smash. He gets like the handle hitbox where you go 2 feet instead of exploding.
Yeah, just a little too close. You want to get the tipper of the sword, right, on that one.
All right, now we've seen this story before. AK with that stock lead and max rage. 2 out of the 4 games we played, I think. He's just gotten the stock before Ned could do anything.
Yeah, because just the damage adds up in a jiffy with Snake, and then as the rage monster he is. And this is Sephiroth, even lighter than Joker. He could just die. It's possible. Next hit could kill him. AK just wanted more rage, so the next hit could kill him. Yeah, good grab.
Good grab, but not giving him too much, just a little bit of stage presence.
I'm scared of up tilt right now. Woo! Projectiles don't scale with rage, so that kept him alive.
Right, very dead off of the back air, but 97, you are an up tilt away, good sir. Avoid that rocket shoe at all costs.
And now, yeah, this is the problem with Smashville, man, is you can just put so much junk on that platform. How is Ned going to approach under that platform? Had a grenade on it, had a C4, you had another grenade in hand, and it's like, oh, you try to cross me up? That's your plan, really?
Rocket shoes.
I have rockets in my shoe.
I said you got to avoid it at all costs. I feel like against Snake, my game plan when I fight him is pretty simple, despite how complicated and complex the character can be.
I like to hit him.
Yeah, well, no. If there
That's
is
my
an option he has that obviously he has like 6 options that can kill you at any given time, you got to pick at least one to avoid no matter what, and accept that other ones might hit you. And hopefully you'll guess the one that the snake player is generally trying
They
to get.
usually like up tilt.
Yeah, they usually like up tilt, so I do all I can to evade it. All right, let's see if Ned can finally get on the board or if this is just going to be a 6-0.
Okay, going for a grenade combo of your own. That's a big deal. Starting to find like those real grenade combos. Should just be a dead snake, yes.
Yeah, super
Solid.
dead snake. Perfect timing on the down air. Not out of the woods yet is ApolloKage. He has not yet won. We've still got Smash left in the tank from Ned.
As soon as ApolloKage was committed to going low, that Aerith killer was present. And maybe force him to go low again? No, the high recovery and the falling back air, man. That has been the best aerial for just boxing out swords.
Yeah, that move is absolutely crazy. For how long it lingers, the damage it does, the knockback it has.
Oh, Smashville.
Yep, C4 covering half of the stage. I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm just saying it was something Ned decided he needed to test. That's at 62 already from respawn.
Yep.
Ooh, I was afraid of like heavy back air there. He actually hit it the second time and then almost died. I wonder if he would have died if that back air hit at ledge.
Watch out for those up tilts. That will kill Sephiroth right now.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. Cover where the air dodge is going to go. And okay, good air dodge right back.
Realistically, Ned needs like the next big interaction. Good F tilt. That's huge. Oh, but the grenade out of nowhere almost dies the falling up tilt. That would have killed heavily.
There's your tipper hitbox on the down smash. Finally finding the mark.
Great catch there from Ned, not allowing ApolloKage to walk away with the game scot-free.
And the grenade, okay, the grenade there is covering against the Octaslash. Like the Octaslash can trade with the Cypher, right? Or sorry, the Nikita missile, but then the big hitboxes of the Octaslash when just returning to the stage, they're going to clank with the grenade every time. It's making it such a tricky recovery here for Ned.
All right, possible last stock of the tournament, but Ned doing everything he can to prevent that and force a game 4. Gets 80%. Nice little combo using Snake's grenades against him. To 96, getting the reads. Just got to make something of them.
Yeah, just reset. Get that back air. That is not going to quite do it. A 2 count here for ApolloKage Snake. Ate his Wheaties this morning.
He absolutely did. He stood up at 9. All right, he's going to make it back up. That dare was a little bit late from Ned, but Ned looking very, very strong in this particular stock. This is the time he needs it. Talk about back to the wall.
Up tilt, I think, would have been enough to KO there, but okay, forward tilt very fresh. That gets Ned on the board, and get a couple of Let's Go Neds from the crowd.
Yeah, that was not only very fresh, but that was the perfect middle of the sword hitbox from that F tilt. That would have killed 20% ago. Nicely done by Ned.
On the board.
On the board. It is now 2-1.
ApolloKage has got 2 counter picks to stop this reverse 3-0. We've seen some Hollow Bastion from him as the counter pick in the past, which makes sense because I think Smashville is a good stage for Snake too, but that's where Ned was. So maybe going for something a little bigger?
Well, it worked out that game. Ned was starting to figure out, I think, by the end, like where he needed to position with the sword and how to play around the grenades, especially working quite well. So we'll see what they choose.
Yeah, it is Hollow Bastion. Look at me. It's like I remember what happened to Frosty Foster.
Wow. Look at you go.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
So it's the same layout. Just the blast zone a little bit further away. Smashville, the closest blast zones on our stage list. Better music.
Better music. Better pizza. Papa Snake.
Well, okay, now look at Ned is reading some of these air dodges super well. I would be a little scared if I'm AK right now.
Yeah, the air dodge reads have been critical for Ned, getting the punishes off of those reads. Ned just kind of like casually walked at a grenade to nudge it off the ledge towards AK. Did you see that? That was so slick. I wonder if that was intentional.
Not only did he do that, he walked past the C4, kind of without really any fear of it. Yeah. Ned knows he has the speed to avoid those C4s, but okay, this is a bad spot. AK gets the semi-spike hitbox on the back air. I think we saw that earlier today, right? And it just looked so goofy. But okay, Ned suddenly has his third jump. Can you get a snake out of the air? No, sir.
Not quite. Here comes Nikita. You do have one wing. What are you going to do with that?
Take your time.
Yeah, if you're Ned, you gotta. Well, both players need to be patient.
Well, you swat him out of the sky the second time.
Yeah, Ned ignored you entirely. It did not take his time. Threw out a pair of up airs, and it worked out quite well. Worked gangbusters.
Ned, he's finding ways around the up tilt. He's chosen his option he wants to avoid. And okay, maybe that was a shield break attempt too, with the back air applied with those two shadow flares.
Yeah, Ned he lost that one game to up tilt and said, all right, that's enough of this. No more up tilting for you. Nice spacing there with like the run off, but also jump away back air.
And he played around the Nikita as well as the C4 right under his feet. The Nikita was a bait the entire time to force Ned to forget about the C4, but he's living instead. Look, that just goes past Snake. It's driving me insane. How come that's the one explosive that doesn't hit Snake in friendly fire?
I don't know. It's weird. Seems like an oversight. Maybe a bad
And how have I only
decision,
noticed that just now?
Oh, you just?
Yeah.
This is the first time you thought of that.
This is my first time noticing it, really. I haven't gotten this game for how long? It just looks so goofy.
Well, trying to stay objective without giving my full thoughts on Snake, I will say that that is one thing that is a potential change for Snake.
And I love the down air poke under the platform, but okay, good defensive grenades, keeping AK alive, and yeah, you can't give up the up tilt. It's coming for you.
Yes, it is, and that hit the whiff box. That didn't even like hit Sephiroth, it hit where Sephiroth was a second ago.
Now Ned behind.
Yeah, this is huge. Potential last stock. Once again. This time AK has the lead.
Well, that's where he wanted to be, apparently.
Good up tilt from Ned, finishing him off. Nicely played, positioned himself perfectly to catch that Snake landing.
I'm not done commentating Smash. I want to commentate one more game. Come on, Ned. Let's go one more game tonight.
Okay, we already accepted there was going to be a game 8. Don't let us know.
That grenade was so perfectly placed on the C4, you just couldn't see the C4 under it. Ooh, okay, but the grenade was in hand. It's going to cost Ned the stage.
No,
he's still playing around it.
He got it back immediately. AK took the time to pull grenades, and Ned just ran up and grabbed it. All right, one wing is active, but 100% is a lot of damage.
Where are you going to go?
Nope, you go for the
Nowhere.
get-up attack. Nice parry from AK, and he will take the set 3-1 and the tournament. ApolloKage is your Polar Pummel champion.
Only dropping a total of 2 games in losers after the 2-1 defeat to Death's